Okay. Say you're singing riffs. This is our major scale, okay? Okay? That's home. That's our one. Everything else has the number after it, so okay. Now say you want to sing a riff, like the riff. Think, where does that riff start? Is the starting place. That is the 2. Now we're back home. So that's the 2 we start on. So every time I hit the 2 when I'm singing, I can hit that riff. Like say I'm just going down from Do. See? Or if I'm going up from So. See? You can, if you hit the note that you're gonna riff off of, you can just plug in the riff without having to think, because that's how the riff starts. And if your riff is in the key, then it doesn't really matter because you're using the notes in the key. You're using any of those 7 notes. It's just gonna sound good. So now I want to talk about leading tones. A leading tone is a note that is a half step away, or a note that is a whole step away from the note that you're trying to go to. Or it is the 5th away. The half step away is like the Jaws theme. So, what was home again? Okay, this was our home. A half step away would be below would be so those 2 notes and wait, yeah, anyways, half steps away gravitate towards whatever they're half step away from. So yeah, the note on either side of the note that you're playing wants to go to the note next to it. The same thing goes for notes that are 2 notes away from each other. So a whole step, that would be like your normal do, re. Re and do are a whole step away from each other. Dang, you know what? I could have just explained that with do, re, mi. Do and re are a whole step away from each other. That's why they flow so smoothly when you go from re, do, because re wanted to go to do, and do, re, do wanted to go to re. They're leading tones. They're a whole step from each other. Mi and fa are a half step away from each other, and they flow even better because they're so close. They want to hit each other. Do, re, mi, fa. That's mi, fa, and then the shark comes and kills you. See, it's like that's a half step. So yeah, those are leading tones. I hope I explained it well enough. The point is that when you're doing a riff, you can edit your riff so that it ends on a leading tone that leads to the note you're trying to hit in the next phrase of your melody. So like, if I were to sing, that lands on the 5th. Let's say I wanted to go to the 4. That's easy. Thankfully, the riff already ends on the 5. So I can just drop it down to the 4 in the next phrase, and then it works. So, see, I had 2 phrases there. And then the second one was the end of the first one and the beginning of the second one were a whole step from each other. And since they led to each other, leading tones, remember, whole step away from each other, the thing flows smoothly. So you go, that's just an example. Now, this is where things can get a little cooler, is that due to our musical culture, or whatever reason, there's another kind of leading tone. That leading tone is the 5th. So a fifth is a note that is 5 notes away from another note. So do and sol is a fifth. Like do, re, mi, fa, sol, do, sol, do. That's why at the end of the Do Re Mi song, she sings do, sol, do, because it's a leading tone. It's not technically lead, I don't know. It's weird, but people use it all the time. And it was in the Music Theory for Dummies book, and I thought that was funny. So you can use that same principle in your riffs as well, though it might take a little editing. In preparing for this video, I tried to do and then I dropped it to the 4, like we talked about, like and then I just made that one phrase, okay? I just made that one, so that was my phrase. Then I just brought it down an octave, literally the exact same phrase. So it goes, and that worked pretty well. Now, bare bones, it might sound different than if it had a chord accompaniment. Long story short is that play with melodies, sing them all you want, and you might come across some really cool stuff. And yeah.